Oh shit. Also ich bin gleich tot. Es gibt nicht zufällig irgendwas sowas wie eine Heilungs-Item. Wir hatten es doch fast. Volker der Rasende. Volker hat mich platt gemacht. Und irgendjemand ist angekommen. Verdammt. Volker killed me. Wir packen das. Da denke ich, da glaube ich, da dingse ich ganz fest dran. Das wird. Diese Tarantula.
It didn't have to be like this. Open fire! It's time to attack. Target fire! Scream it! Move in and do some damage. Shadow strike!
So. Dann einmal in Bewegung bleiben. Gehen wir erstmal auf die Hinterfüße, weil die da mich am wenigsten nervt. Ja, am Anfang ist es eigentlich nur so ein bisschen rumhängen und hoffen, dass sie einen nicht trifft. Hoffen, dass unsere Bros da nicht sterben. Da hinten ist ein Level 8. Ich hab keinen Heiler in der Gruppe. Aber okay. Mehr kann ich nicht tun, sorry. Yes! It's dead!
We are awesome! Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too.
Danke.
Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Das Ding haben wir mit uns mitgeschleppt.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
Meinetwegen.
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See, at the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Alter, Survival-Handschuh links. Ich bin Leo Lau von den Pathfindern. Kleine Anführungen in Sachen Sonden. Sobald du einen Knotenpunkt findest, drückst du vor Ort den A-Knopf, um deine Sonde zu installieren. Dein mechanisches Spezialwissen muss stimmen, also schau öfter bei Eleonora vorbei. Vorsicht, Tyrannen! Bevor wir zurückgehen und Bericht erstatten, verrate ich dir noch etwas. Eine übermächtige Kreatur wie diese greifen wie gewöhnlich nur uns Geld an. Dass wir da eben zu Fuß einen Tyrannen besiegt haben, grenzt an ein Wunder. Sei in Zukunft sehr vorsichtig, okay? Yo! Jetzt habe ich vergessen, was ich tun wollte. Achso, ja, genau. Ich wollte gucken, wegen dem Arm. Der ist in einigen Sachen schlechter. Aber er ist hübsch, ne? Also ich mag ihn. Kann man die farblich untereinander anstimmen, genau. Ruf Übertaktung. Übertakten 1. Ja. Ich weiß nicht, der alte gefällt mir vom Aussehen besser, aber der passt jetzt generell besser. Und anscheinend hat er einen Bonusruf. Keine Ahnung, was das ist. Ich nehme den erstmal. Und schauen wir uns mal an, was daraus wird. Also, ihr nicht. Ich. Ein 7er. AP aus Tor. Gibt es hier irgendwelche Menschen? Hi! Blade hat in ganz Mirror Außenposten errichtet. Heute kann man sich in Zelten und Wohnwagen ein wenig ausruhen. Gönn dir ruhig mal ein paar Päuschen, wenn du einen siehst. Gibt es hier auch Gegner, die man angreifen kann, ohne dass man gleich denkt, dass man das süßeste Vieh auf der Erde ermordet hat? Wahrscheinlich nicht. Waren noch irgendwo Käfer? Hey, ich töte diese Knubbelschweinchen nicht. Das könnt ihr stecken lassen. Ach hey, nee, wer ist denn das da?
Commander Vandam.
Van Damme, hi!
Well, now look what the cat drank.
Bitte was?
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less.
Sorry.
That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
Dankeschön.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked her to become a blade, little Miss Sticky.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow?
Yes, sir.
Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Lass dir die Division erklären.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP.
ASAP!
So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen, this is their division. Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigent that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigents.
Next? All right, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, Outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the Mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to Mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
Ja.
Yeah, and we're on pins and needles here.
Stress mal nicht! Also, Pathfinder. Divisionsunterstützung KP. Divisionsunterstützung Fernkampf. Nahkampf. Beute. Kritische Treffer. Abwehr, 5 Punkte, TP, KP. Ja, und ich bin ganz ehrlich jemand, der doch gerne Reclaimer wäre. Glaube ich. Vielleicht auch Curator. Ich glaube, gehe zu den Kuratoren. Ja, ich gehe zu den Kuratoren. So, es liegt bereit. Kuratoren.
Then it's settled?
Definitiv.
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a blade.
Congrats. And welcome.
Danke.
I know you're gonna do great.
Mal abwarten.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Handlungsmission 3, Kapitel 3, begib dich in südöstliche Teil Primordia sowieso nach Nelsons Team. Das, meine Lieben, mache ich alleine. Ich habe jetzt nämlich Bock aufzuhören. Es sind 2 Stunden 30 auf meiner Uhr. Mit ein bisschen Schneiden wird das natürlich nicht 2 Stunden 30 bleiben. Aber wenn es so weitergeht, geht es auf die 3 Stunden zu und das wird doch ein bisschen krank. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Ich muss sagen, das Spiel ist genau das, was ich mir erhofft habe. Ein Sammelsurium an absoluten kranken Scheiß mit verdammt geil aussehenden, designten Gegnern. Ich freue mich auf die Scales und seien wir mal ganz ehrlich, man muss sich auch neuen Dingen stellen. Dazu gehören auch Genres, die einem normalerweise nicht gefallen. Ich werde dazu nichts weiter aufnehmen oder rausbringen, wie ich mir das mal in manchen Spielen überlegt hatte. Ich hatte auch mal vor, was zu Yoshi's Woolly World zu machen. Die Aufnahmen sind sogar noch auf meiner Platte, aber es wird nie was dazu kommen. So ist das halt. Und ich habe keinen Bock, hierzu was aufzunehmen. Ich erinnere mich noch genau an The Last Story, wo ich mir hinterher gesagt habe, scheiße, hätte es mal aufgenommen. Und hier sage ich, nein, vergiss es. Das Spiel ist so groß, es bringt nichts. Wenn euch das Spiel gefallen hat, es gibt eine Kombination, Xenoblade Chronicles und eine Wii U für 200 irgendwas. Euronen. Gibt's wahrscheinlich immer noch. Ich habe die, wie ihr wahrscheinlich gesehen habt, die Limited Edition. Wenn nicht, habe ich vergessen, die Fotos dazu zu fügen. Ich habe Fotos gemacht und hoffe, dass euch das gefallen hat. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, sagt mir Bescheid irgendwie. Wenn es euch nicht gefallen hat, tut mir das leid. Wir sehen uns dann bei dem nächsten Video oder dann heute Abend bei Project 05. Oder wenn du das Video später guckst, bei was anderem. Bis zum nächsten Mal dann. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Fischis und Nicht-Fischis aus allen Quantimären von Mira. Wir sehen uns dann das nächste Mal, wenn es wieder heißt Sexy Lady. Naja, mir fällt nichts Besseres ein. Aber mein PC kocht ein bisschen. Mein kochiger PC kocht. PC, du kochst aber ganz schön. Bis zum nächsten Mal dann. Ahoi, wo ist der Knopf? Tschüss.